Fellas, what is up? It is Ajax here with more Rattlecan shenanigans, and this video is an update to the Chevy Truck Month build. As you can see here from my messy workstation, there has been quite a bit of progress underway. I apologize for not making a video before this, but unfortunately, my daughter was sick last week, and she passed that illness along to me, so I am still in the process of recovering. However, I did get a chance to get out here very briefly and try and get a couple things sorted before I call it a night and get ready for the work week next week. First up, as you can see here, I've got the Chevy on its chassis, and it's all the way set up. I still have to put the suspension, the shock absorbers in, but everything else is glued in place. As you can see, it's a rolling chassis. It is all set. Had to do some finagling with the front axle to get things to sit right. And one of the things that I noticed is, despite the fact that this box showed me that it was a 57 Chevy Cameo, it looks like the vast majority of parts that I had for the frame that I put together here come from the 55 stepside street machine, because you can't tell it without all the other pieces in place, which I'll explain here in a minute. But with all the other pieces in place, you can see that the truck sits much lower. Both the front and rear ends are sitting lower than the stock counterpart. But like right now, I've got it up on it's up on Pegasus reverse chrome rims, which have actually, as you can see, have been dechromed. A lot of pieces that I had in the kit have been dechromed. Just wanted to get a fit for everything, get it all up on wheels before I started messing around and trying to finalize things. Moving on, because I don't have a lot of parts to show, like in various states of completion. Done a bit of priming on the engine components here, and I have to give a shout out. My MVPs for this build are two kits in particular. The first is the AMT 1972 Nova. This kit actually is a 3-in-1 kit, and it comes with a 350 engine as well as a 454. And so the 454 drag engine that wasn't being used or what I don't plan on using for this build when I finally get around to it, is actually going here in the truck. Excuse me, sorry for that. And then the other MVP, excuse me, should have had this stuff ready for you, but flying by the seat of our pants. Other MVP is this here, the 37 Chevy Cabriolet. I've been pulling parts from this like crazy. One of the big things was the interior. It's got 2 or 3 steering wheels for that you can use. It's got, as you can see here on the front, the custom bucket seats are actually being used in the inside, because I had no interior. There's a chrome plated steering wheel on the giant chrome tree here, and I'm going to be using that as well. So the interior is all taken care of. I've got a lot of parts right here in this bowl because they've just been washed. Half of them have been primed, and the other half were just sanded and being used for test fitting. Part of it was because, excuse me here, part of it was because I'm working on hinging the hood, and I built basically what's essentially round one of the makeshift hinge that I have for the hood, that I'll when I get the proper brass piano wire, I'll build a second iteration of that and then test fit it to the prime parts before we go and paint this whole thing. But that's pretty much where we're at with this build. It's coming along, and I'm happy that I got enough parts, or I've got the parts to be able to put together something worthwhile. The next things to to take care of at this point will be test fitting the exhaust, because I still got to fab up the exhaust. I can't use, well, I could if I messed around and like rigged it together properly, but I wasn't going to use the stock exhaust here for the exhaust. With a 454 fuel injected engine, I wanted it to have something that had a little bit more oomph as far as like the exhaust went. And so I figured, like, yeah, just a single exhaust out the back probably wasn't going to fit the bill. So working on a couple of options there, trying to get all the particulars taken care of. But because I don't have everything like painted up and finished and everything, it's more me putting things in place just for like position and then like hypotheticals than actually being able to like put this thing to bed and make real progress on the exhaust. So that's pretty much that. Anyway, I did want to put a video out there. I started this thing pretty much on the 1st and hadn't had a chance to get anything uploaded, so here we go. As I make more progress, I will try to put together more videos. I don't know what my schedule's looking like this week, but I know that like after Father's Day, things should calm down next week, and I should be able to take this thing to the home stretch. So hopefully the next time you see it, if it's not in paint, then at least we'll be very close, all right? So, yeah, you guys have a pleasant rest of the evening. Take care.